Teachers, what's the craziest thing you've had to take from a student? I've been teaching high school chemistry for 15 years, and I've confiscated a lot over the years. Phones hidden in hoodie sleeves, cheat sheets tucked into calculator cases, vape pens disguised as flash drives. One kid tried to sneak a lizard into class for biology extra credit, but nothing compares to what happened last semester with a quiet junior named Marcus. Marcus was one of those students you almost forget is there until you grade his tests. Always in the back corner, hoodie up, head down, never disruptive, never loud, but his work? Flawless. He aced every exam, turned in spotless lab reports, and never once raised his hand. Teachers whispered about how bright he was, how he could go far, if he ever came out of his shell. One afternoon during a lab, I noticed something strange. While the rest of the class was setting up their equipment, Marcus kept glancing at his backpack. Not just occasionally, every minute or so. His hand rested on the zipper like he was guarding it. At one point, he leaned down and unzipped it just slightly, then quickly closed it again when he caught me looking. I walked over and crouched beside his bench. "Marcus," I said gently, "what's in the bag?" He avoided my gaze. "Nothing important." I raised an eyebrow. "Then you won't mind showing me?" He hesitated, then shook his head. "It's fine. It's nothing." After class, I asked him to stay behind. When the room was empty, I sat on a stool across from him and asked again. This time he didn't argue, just sighed and slowly unzipped the bag. Inside was a small plastic terrarium, lined with moss, twigs, and a bit of damp paper towel. Sitting calmly inside, watching us through 8 black eyes, was a tarantula. "She's Rosie," he said. "My mom's boyfriend found her yesterday. He said if she was still in the house today, he'd kill her." I blinked. "So you brought her to school?" "I didn't know where else to take her," he said quietly. "She was my dad's. He gave her to me right before he died. She's all I have left of him." That hit me harder than I expected. I should have reported it. Bringing a live animal, especially one that large and unapproved, was definitely against school policy. But the look on Marcus's face told me everything. This wasn't a prank. This wasn't defiance. This was protection. So I told him we could keep Rosie in my prep room. He stared at me. "Seriously? She stays in the container. You feed her. No surprise class visits." He smiled. Not a big one, but enough. From then on, Marcus started coming to school early. Not to socialize, just to check on Rosie. He'd bring crickets in a paper bag, carefully clean out her enclosure, and sometimes just sit beside the prep table with his hand resting near her tank. He never missed a morning. One day, about 3 weeks in, the principal walked into my classroom unannounced. Marcus was in the prep room feeding Rosie. I panicked for a second, thinking it was all about to fall apart. She glanced into the room, saw Marcus, and then saw Rosie. "What's that?" she asked. I opened my mouth, but before I could explain, she held up a hand. "Don't worry," she said. "I've got it." Later that afternoon, she quietly arranged for a counselor to meet with Marcus. No discipline, no write-up, just someone to talk to. Through those meetings, we learned that his mom's boyfriend had been breaking his things when angry. Textbooks, headphones, even a framed photo of his dad. Nothing that would trigger a CPS report, but enough to scare a kid into sneaking a spider into school. 2 months later, Marcus and his mom moved in with his grandparents. He started participating more in class. Still quiet, but no longer guarded.